How's it going, everybody? Don't know if anybody's in here yet, but it's going to start to get into the little things going on here. Of course, I am the host here, your beloved Uncle Filthy. I just wanted to come on for a minute, give a couple little updates sort of on where the channel's going, what all's going to be going on in the near future. This new year, 2024, I think is going to be a pretty damn productive year over here at the Department of Fear. That was some pretty sick bars there, if I say so myself. Completely unintentional. If you guys saw by the title here, it's something to the effect of New Direction and 406 Maple Lane. That, of course, being the direction I plan on taking the channel. We could call it Changing Tides. Instead of doing like these sort of basic style reviews like I've been doing for the last almost 4 years at this point, off and on, I decided what I ought to do is something uh, a little more in the corner of what I've been wanting to do, and something I've always sort of injected into the channel, which is this real in-depth look at sort of what goes on in horror movies, the message beneath the movie. And I figure in-depth sort of video essays is sort of that direction that I want to go. Again, it just gives me a chance to flex that highbrow critique sort of thing there. I got Chad and Chris in the chat. Hell yeah, how are you guys doing? Uh, but yeah, that sort of highbrow, in-depth, deep dive. Something I've always done to some extent, and I figure why not just do that like completely, like just fucking commit to it, go balls deep. Still probably gonna do some standard reviews here and there, but I figure if I'm gonna be doing more in-depth essays and whatnot, uh, it wouldn't hurt to keep the reviews at a very simplistic level, and it'll allow me to not have to work too hard on those. Not that I don't want to work too hard. I like that. It's a pretty sick nickname going on for Mr. Chris there. I see that Chris digs that. That's some good shit there, Chad. Uh, but yeah, changing the direction of the channel. I'm probably not going to really get too into that until after I wrap up the John Carpenter series, just because with the amount of focus that's going into that, I don't feel like I have a whole lot of, I don't want to say time, but I don't want to stretch myself across too thin to where, it's just going to be impractical. So keep it, keep it simple that way. But definitely got a few different essays drafted for sort of how the in-depth looks are going to be going. So definitely ready for that. And of course, the other thing, if you guys caught the intro, there is in the works a film project. And this is something that I've kind of had kicking around in my head for a few years. You guys saw the announcement probably a few months back. It's going to be a basic home invasion type film, very much in that sort of 70s vein. And I had like 4 different directions to take the script, and talking to a few different people who I trust well enough to sort of share the idea with. They all kind of said that one of the directions is a little too silly. It was quite complex. But one of the simpler directions is probably the best way to go there. She had 4 scenarios, and I feel talking about the, if I give too much of a sort of basis for how it's going to go, it's definitely going to ruin it for anyone who's interested in seeing it. But I have the direction for it figured out, and I got it drafted on fucking notebook paper because I'm a fucking cheapskate like that. Uh, have not repaid my Microsoft Windows bills, so probably get that drafted out a little bit better, uh, type up the script in proper format, and start looking around town for people who want to do this. Rent the camera, rent the house, maybe. But I've got this whole blueprint for how that's going. That's it. It was October 2021, September 2021, I think, when the John Carpenter series started. Uh, yeah, that sounds about right. Started with Dark Star all the way back in 2021. Here we are, 2024. We still got 6 of them bitches to go. But yeah, that's exactly it, man. Taking baby steps with it. Uh, I figure if I could get it out and done by the time I'm 30, I'll be all right. You know, it's one more year to go. Uh, that's it. That's exactly it, Russ. Uh, but yeah, that's kind of the big thing. Of course, the tonal shift in the channel, sort of the content. There is a continental drift pun there. I just don't know how to phrase it out. But the continental contextual drift. I don't know, but damn it, there's a continental drift pun in there somewhere. But yeah, I figure get some people sort of recruited to help out on the project. Of course, once the script is finished, it'll be a lot easier to do all that because you can't sell it just based off of simple wording. I mean, you can, but that's how you end up getting something like The Room. I don't want this to be The Room, but not that there's anything wrong with that, you know? Uh, yeah, that's really like the big thing that I want to get done is Invasion at 406 Maple Lane. And I love that title too, as fucking cheesy as it is. It's to the point. Uh, Again, going for that very sort of 70s feel. So it's going to be very, very guerrilla, very dreadful, very, very nihilistic in tone is what I'm going for. Like, I want it to be one of those ones where you watch it, you feel the tension because that's going to be like the big focal point for a good portion of it. And once the character interactions start to pick up in the second and third act, there, you're going to find yourself looking for a little scouring brush, little wire brush, and you're going to want to just fucking scrape that on your skin because there's some things that I got going on in here that are going to make you feel like, what is this man fucking putting me through? Um, I don't think there's anything wrong with the room. I just don't want it to be something that will be clowned on. But hey, if it gets clowned on, at least it's getting some sort of attention. So I guess that is sort of uh, that would be an upside. I still need to see the room, to be fair, Chris. Uh, but going off the room's reputation, uh, let's say Thanksgiving. I don't want it to be a Thanksgiving type of thing. And not that there's anything really wrong with Thanksgiving neither. I love that piece of shit. Film it with a Mandy Lane. Yeah, see, I was thinking some yellowish tint, like, because when I was writing down sort of aspects in the script there, I was kind of feeling this sort of yellow, and still want to find a way to sneak in those like Dean Cundy-esque blues. Like, you kind of saw that in the preview, of course. Cheated by using the blue of the porch light, but fuck it, it's natural lighting. But yeah, no, I definitely got like a yellowish kind of vibe there. Like, I don't want to fixate too much on like the sort of color palette because that's one of those things that I don't know. I'm not out to make something like The Shining, and you know, I just don't want to fixate too much on getting the right lens and all this shit. Oh yeah, yeah. I got the script in the works right now, man. Let's play that teaser because I don't believe Naz has seen that. Let's see here. Where did it go? There we go. Are you guys ready for this? I know I am. I absolutely adore this thing. Let me knock the chat off the screen real quick. And Knock that banner down. Here we go. So yeah, that's the teaser right there. Again, it's just a teaser. That was before I had settled on really the different story direction that I wanted to go with that. What's that there? Used a sepia filter. Why it looks like okay. Yeah, that's something I'll definitely have to experiment with. Like, and because again, as cheap as I am, I might just find a way to edit the fucker on Filmora, which is what I edit most of my videos on. So if I can't find a way to figure out the sort of lighting on the camera, I'll probably find a way and throw something down on Filmora there. I don't think that would cheapen it too much, honestly, but it's the only way I know how to edit. I mean, I don't know how to cut the film. Probably can't shoot on film. It's too damn expensive. Excuse me, but it's going to be a definitely shot digitally, but it's like a filming location and a decent camera are really the big things that I'm like, oh, that's probably going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to get there, just renting fees and shit. And I don't know, probably rent the house from somebody, or I don't know, just ask somebody, hey, can we film in your house? We'll clean up any of the mess there, or even put in a little clause, hey, if we get fake blood on your floor, you owe us money. Like, find some way to fuck with the contract. I'm kidding. That is absolutely immoral. I would not do that. But yeah, that's sort of like the two big things that I really wanted to talk about today. Was just sort of the new direction for the channel, like new thing to really bring in. Again, just very super in-depth looks at a different way to approach talking about horror films. Like, people have done it before. Like, you got Ryan Hollinger and Rob Ager. Like, those are kind of the two channels that I would watch where they would do these like full-on freaking essays where they're going super deep into what this film means, what it means to them, what it means on a sort of social level. And again, that's something I've sort of injected into my reviews for the whole time that I've been doing reviews. And I felt that doing that in that review format almost takes away from the whole purpose of a review. So I figure if you do that separately, I won't have to make my reviews like a whole 20-minute experience. Just limit that 20 experience to a whole essay as opposed to a review. And it's just something I've wanted to do for a while too. Just never really had it didn't click to me to do it. Like, you can have both. You don't need them to be the same thing, but you can have both living harmoniously on the channel. And of course, making the film, that's like the big thing. Got a few other film ideas too that I want to do. So I figure use 406 as a jumping off point. It's probably the most modest in terms of budgetary whatnot that I have in mind. There's a couple more that are possibly more budgety slashers, and of course want to do some other stuff that really would require a budget, like some stuff that's in the sort of supernaturalistic realm. Uh, yeah, filmed Blood and Honey for $50K and edited on his PC. Well, hell yeah. Yeah, I think that gives me faith then there. But yeah, that's definitely like the big thing I want to do there. Uh, yeah. But in the meantime, though, guys, right now, since we're all here, talk about a couple things that are going to be coming up on this channel and other places where you'll be able to find me this week or this month. Of course, tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, so 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will find me over at Movie Misfits, Chris's channel, where we're doing night 2 of the Filthy Rockin' Weekend, I believe it's called. Yeah, the Filthy Rockin' Weekend. Wanted to make sure I had those words in order there. We're going to be visiting Hot Tub Time Machine. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We did Detroit Rock City last night, so go back and watch that one if you guys haven't already. That was a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight doing Hot Tub Time Machine. I got to dig the Blu-ray out. I don't know where it's at, but it's here somewhere. Of course, the next thing that's going to be coming up here that is definitely planned is going to be the Village of the Damned review. Gonna see. I don't want to overdo the Christopher Reeve humor there. It's that'd be pretty tasteless. But yeah, got that coming up. Probably gonna do a part 2 for the comfort movies, like 5 comfort movies. Made a list of 20 of those, and I figure do those in a couple short videos, so it'll be a fun little thing to do. So check that out if you guys haven't already. Of course, after I get Village of the Damned done, I could go to Escape from LA, get that. And one thing I wanted to bring up too, with sort of the new channel direction in mind, again, I'm not going to be completely abandoning movie reviews, like basic reviews, because I still want to do another October special, another daily October content drive, Dirty One Days of October 3. I've got that lined up already, sort of got all the movies picked out. And the topic I've shared with a couple people, but as we get closer to that date, I'll let you guys know what's going on with that. But that's like the big reason why I don't want to completely abandon reviews, because if I do, I'll be rusty by that point and be like, oh shit, how do I review a fucking movie? I don't want to be in that situation, you know? And yeah, the Dirty One Days of October 3, I'm actually really looking forward to that. And I think when we get closer to the launch date there, I think it's going to have your guys' attention too. And I do want to say, like, I don't want to overtoot this here, but I looked, and at the moment, the channel is at least 400 subscribers, so I don't want to get up and celebrate just yet, but did want to throw that out there. Slowly getting up there. Not going to do a best worst of 2023. I didn't see enough movies that were new in the last year. I didn't get it to the theater as much. But as far as best, yeah, I'll say Skinamarink was probably the worst. I haven't seen it, but that's just what I've heard. I didn't see anything really in 2023 that was so bad. That was a new film. I mean, I did see Thanksgiving for the first time last year, so I guess we could nominate that for my worst of 2023, but that's a bit of a hyper-extensive cheat. But best, again, I didn't really see a whole lot. Let's see what were the new films I did see. Let me just double check there because I didn't get to see a whole lot. Uh, thank God for Letterboxd, right? So there are 4 that I know I have seen that were new. Talk to Me is one that I have in my shopping list on Amazon, so I haven't seen that one yet. But the 4 that I did see that are 2023 films, I think they're all 2023. Yeah, would be it's between The Exorcist Believer and I don't know, Saw X was pretty good. Like, so everything I saw that I know I logged on Letterboxd were all sort of legacy sequels in some way, shape, or form. With Believer, Saw X, Evil Dead Rise, and Scream 6. So I guess we could throw a dart, and either one of those would be probably the best. I mean, I rated them all pretty high, or at least pretty fondly. That's probably something I'm going to try and do for 2024 also, is catch up on some new shit from last year. Probably catch some new things for this year. Yeah, that's kind of one of those things I've been definitely trying to do, is play some catch up and get with the times, run across the old man's lawn with you guys. Yeah. So that's I might, to make up for. Yeah, no, the catch up game is always in full effect. But what I might do to be able to make up for that is see what all has already been announced for 2024, and I'll see about doing a oh damn it, my brain crapped out. Do a most anticipated of 2024. I could definitely probably sneak one of those in there. Probably like top 5 most anticipated, because that's one thing I'm trying to do with the a lot of the content that's not going to be like the video essays and stuff, is try and keep it down to a 5 to 10 minute sort of video, because I know that these like 25-minute videos are just a little much for people sometimes. Like, they see that on the timestamp there and they're probably like, oh fuck, this is going to be a chore. So trying to condense some of the video content down just a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of like the big thing that I really wanted to come up on here and say again, is the new direction. The plan for 406 is still going on there. And again, you guys know what to do. Play with the icons down there. Come on over to Movie Misfits tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Mountain Time. Bring your bathing suits. You might want a coat too, because we are going to coat the Eck. Fucking K-Vals. You know the drill, guys. Hot Tub Time Machine tonight. Movie Misfits. Be there. Keep watching movies too. Fucking, we all need to watch some new shit. Stuff we've not seen before. Ooh. -20. Fuck that, dude. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Yeah, it was like -5 when I went to get my coffee this morning, but it was worth getting out there. It was like the first day I wore my fucking coat too. And it's been pretty cold all week. Yeah, fucking that's nice. See, I can't do the humidity though, man. That humidity is too much for me there. I will take my sunny day with ice cold witch tit milk weather. Like, I don't know. Colorado's just freaking weird like that, because it'll be sunny. You'd think, oh, it looks like summer out there. But then you go out there and it's like freaking 12 degrees. But again, the sun is out, but you can't feel the sunlight on your skin. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? It'll go down to 22 days. Yeah, I mean, 20. Yeah, that's probably like down there. You guys probably are like not knowing what to do with yourselves on that. 20, 20 degrees. That's just another Tuesday here. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here, try and get some other stuff done for the day. Get ready for this evening. I will definitely see you guys a little bit later. Again, play with those icons. You don't want to miss out on all the cool stuff going on here. Be sure to, again, go over to Movie Misfits tonight. We got the gang together one more time. And yeah, just keep being awesome, guys. That's the big thing. I'll see you guys later. Ciao.